Get this game started. The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Grizzlies first found an identity with grit and grind. As a rookie, Jaren Jackson cut his teeth alongside Mike Conley and Marc Gasol.
They do. Great philosophy and attitude. Thanks, DA. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got LeBron James. G is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Ja Morant, he's out there with Colin Sexton. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
It's Morant with the drive. And the rejection by James. Here's G. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. James, the pass to G. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron kicks to G. 18 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Cleveland. To the paint, here's Sexton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Sexton on the wing. Over G. That one misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
And the rejection by James. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Brooks in the corner. Shot clock at 5.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Outside Westbrook. Jackson against James. Here's Horton Tucker. Last time out he had 13 points. Morant against Westbrook. And they double up Morant. Here's Sexton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Sexton's got his second bucket of the night.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch. And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing. Growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Brooks outside. Morant against Westbrook. Puts it up from 7. And Morant finishes inside. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, no scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, as another star point guard out of a mid-major program.
Jackson. He's checked in for Tillman. And Los Angeles with some changes here in the second quarter with here's G. Over to the left wing. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Russell Westbrook. He's out there with G. LeBron James is out there with Cauley-Stein. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, G in their last game against the Cavaliers was all business. He finished with 17 points, and he was a thorn in the defensive side all game. He forced their hand and got himself to the line numerous times. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. Let's see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
6 to shoot. Here's James. And that one hits back iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Morant passes to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
James outside. Down low. Here's G. He's covered by Clark. Now James. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And it's Morant missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
G dishes to James. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Russell Westbrook.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry. And he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Silva's checked in. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. The open look here for Sexton. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks outside. They double him with LeBron. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's James. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Out of hand on it. LeBron against Sexton. G with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
Inside, and it's G finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Colin Sexton is out there with Morant. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot. Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. You can shoot it from deep and drive it, and you can play in today's NBA.
Outside Westbrook. The pass to G. Shoots a fader. He can't hit that time. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point. Brooks with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. Jackson misses. The Lakers trail. Horton Tucker. The pass to G. Outside Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And LeBron throws it down.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Sexton on the wing. Floats it up there for Morant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Horton Tucker. Pass to James. Shoots over Morant. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's LeBron. And a missed layup.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Morant's got 8 points.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Lakers substitution. Substitution on the court.
And so here's Memphis. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Passes it to Brooks. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. So the Lakers 5 right now. G is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Outside Westbrook. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. G passes to Horton Tucker. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The pass to Brooks. From down in the low post, it goes. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Memphis.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Brooks. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The shot by Stein, no good. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. LeBron passes to G. From inside. Moves back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what I like about Stein is just how hard he plays. Really both ends, a scrappy player. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Lakers trail by 13. LeBron kicks to G. And he drives in. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? And the way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 15. 1:44 left in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Here he goes. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And tonight's win will put them up 2-1 in what has become a really intense season series, giving them a tentative edge here with one still left to be played against the Lakers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For John Morant.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Passes it to G. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks...
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.